A bump in the road there guys, but I've sorted it. As you can see, I'm had to apply a little bit of glue. It looks a bit bleh if you look at it, I suppose, but here it's one of them. Back the deck down, the promenade deck. Now all we've got to do guys is fit this to it. You've got two big holes, pins there and a little one, and obviously you've got the two big holes there and a little one there, and carefully push into the hole, but be careful you don't snap these because they are very delicate. The columns, they can be very easy to break. So just a bit of glue. And the day I'm having at the minute with this build. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm building more of the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, and we're at issue 94 guys already. Here's the mag and the parts. Just a quick one guys, look what I've had delivered the last couple of days. Look at this. Obviously that's covering all of me. Look at the size of this thing. Believe it or not, that is the next 4 issues, not coming to the channel yet because I've just got to catch up with this delivery here. But there's 4 issues in there guys, and the parts are absolutely enormous. I've got a feeling I know what it is, and you guys who are switched on and you already watched YouTubes out there putting this build up, I think you've got an idea what's to come. But yeah, that package there will be coming to the channel as soon as I catch up. I think I'm about 6 or 7 weeks or issues of the Titanic behind, but in the next coming weeks I do know there's a lot of easy stuff like hull parts. I might do a double issue some weeks and then we can catch up with this magnificent build which you can see here behind me. Now if you're enjoying the channel guys, remember subscribe, like, also comment and share. Press that bell notification, you'll always be notified every time I put anything up on the channel, whether it's the Titanic, Millennium Falcon, the DB5, Dom's Charger, vlogs. There's loads going on guys, so check it out, it's all free. Just subscribe and press that bell notification, you'll always be notified. But without further ado guys, sit back, relax and enjoy the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks. Right then guys, so let's get straight into this week's build of the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 94. Let's open the mag. Okay, so we've got the parts here guys, we'll take a look at it shortly. So let's have a quick look through this week's magazine. See, next week coming guys, we've got the keel section and builds keels. Now I've got a feeling the next few issues are going to be pretty quick and easy, so what I might do is do double issues for a few weeks. I'm not sure yet, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, here's all the content we've got in these magazines, and then we're straight into what we're doing this week guys. We are going to be doing the second loading crane. Great, another crane. Oh, and before we do finish this issue guys, one of my fabulous viewers has let me know, which I realised after the build. Basically, let me just look here. You've got 2 washers which you have to put in. You know, if you look at the top right there, and I've left 1 washer out, hence why it was hard to put the pin in on the last crane. So I'm going to do this week's issue, and at the end of that I will rectify that. And then to be honest guys, with doing the DB5 rectification, fixing that wheel from a few issues ago with the spokes and this, we are now all up to date and everything's built properly how it should be. But yeah, this is what we're doing this week, and at the end of today's issue we will have completed the second crane and fitted the 6 columns on the promenade deck. So if I just get the parts over, we'll take a look what we've got. Yeah, still got a long way to go, guys, but we are getting there. This build is racing along. So here we have some HP screws. Let's get the parts out. There's a lot of little pieces in this week's, guys. This week's issue. Let's check there's nothing in the bag. It's all clear. And then, yeah, this is part of the crane. We've got the columns there, which we're going to be putting into the deck. Let's just undo this and see what this is. See, this should be a quick issue, to be fair, but it's just a bit fiddly with the crane. There we go. Don't know if you can see them very good on camera, but they're like pins, very thin. But it's all good. Put those on the table for a minute, check there's nothing in there. Yeah, good to go. So yeah, sit back, relax, guys, and let's crack on with this week's build. And check that out, guys, look at that. This is how careful you have to be. There we go. See it? That's the wash we're going to need, and that's the wash I've got to do the other crane from the last issue with. And that was just chucked on the floor. It's so easy to lose the parts in these builds, guys, especially when they've got very tiny little pieces. So what I'm doing, just sorting out the desk with these fine, very little pieces. These are the columns we're going to be putting in shortly. Just pull these over here so they're out of the way. And then we're going to be starting off, guys, with 94C, which is this piece here. Very tiny. Let's try and show you that on my finger. There you go. And what you want to do is you want to be having that way up, and your pins to the right. And then we've also got 94E. Again, look how tiny that is, guys. Very small. And then what we need to do is get one of these very fine little, what they're called, 94M. So basically that's a crane cable. Now you've got 3 of these. So we'll just bring those 3 over. You probably can't see them to the naked eye on there, guys, because they are very tiny. But you've got 2 the same size, which are there. Then you've got the big one. So the 2 are down as 94K and L, which are these 2. If I just get these up and show you on the camera. Very small. They're both the same size, guys, but there you go. That's 94K and 94L. We don't need those at the minute, so we're going to put those to one side. But this one, this fella here, is the one we need. And you know you've got it right because it's the biggest of the 3. And the hole there is also bigger. So what we've got to do is place that like a little ribbed rim thing there, if you can see that. So basically what you do is put that over there. So best just light on the desk, I think. Like that. Be time for my dot glasses in a minute, I think, guys. I can see this, but it's very, very small and tiny. So that goes on there like that. And then we take this piece here, 94E, and we just got to pop that with that little pin sticking to your left or to the right if you see it on camera that way. Push that into there. Simple as that. That's how that looks at the end of instruction 1. So yeah, without further ado, let's move on to instruction 2. Right, so now we'll move to instruction 2 and 3. We've got to take this piece here, which is 94B, and how you want it, if you place it on your desk like so, all you've got to do is attach this 94C. Just be careful because that is very flimsy at the minute, because it'll get stronger as you connect it all together. Like that, so push that in. There you go, hear that click. And that's how that's looking. So now we've got to get a little pin, part of instruction 3, and it's going to be the biggest of the pins. That bit there, see it? Just place that on there a minute on the desk. And what you want to do is take 94J, which is the crane jib, and we've got to basically put that like that and attach it with the pin. So what you do is line those holes up, and the best way to do it, guys, as it's in instructions, is you put the smooth end of the pin first, and then obviously the rest will follow through and lock up. So if I just hold that on the rough area end, it should go in pretty easy. Famous last words. And at the minute, guys, I'm doing this without using my dot glasses. See how far I go. There you go, it's gone in. Just reach over to my drawer and get these brilliant pliers, free with this build. All I've got to do is carefully, at the same time making sure it's lined up the other side, guys, like that, because if not it's going to damage something. And then when you're happy, squeeze it through like that. There you go. And you can hear it click, hence why you put the rough end in last. And that takes us all the way to the end of instruction 3. Look at that. Turn it around that way for you. Love that. That's part of the crane done already. So yeah, let's keep on moving, guys. Instruction 4. Okay then, guys, so now we're on instruction 4. What we need to do is get the hook, as you can see here, and this time don't forget the washer. So what we're going to do, if we get my tweezers, put the washer in first, line the holes up, and then get the hook. These are going to be the fiddly bits now, guys, and then reach over for your little pin, as you can see that, and then you've got to push the pin through. So same again, put the smooth side in first, and then push it through the holes once you're happy they're all lined up. Alright, this can be a fiddly bit, but we'll see how we go. Bear with, guys, if you can't see what's going on. I think the best way to do this is line it up first, like that, and then we've got the washer in near enough in the right position. Just checking on the instructions, the washer, yeah, the washer does go to the back, just looking down at it, and then put the hook on the top piece there. See, the way you could cheat on doing this, guys, if you want, is perhaps glue those two together like that, and they're not going to move apart, but I'll do that if I need to in a sec. Just see how we get on like this first, because they do move about a bit when you're moving them. Does that make sense? So you can push that in, but don't push too far until you know the holes are all lined up. See, they're looking good there, I think. Oh, great. So I've snapped it. Brilliant. That is not what I wanted to do, guys. See, it does happen. Problems do happen, but we'll get around it, don't worry. I think what I'm going to do is glue those two together. So bring the glue over. Just need a dab of glue. Not too much because you're not going to get your pin through. Gutted about that really, but still should be okay. That's what happens, guys, when you're doing builds. Fortunately, things like that happen. So what we want is that glued to there, not my fingers. Jesus. Okay, let that dry for a second, and then we'll try again. See, things do happen like this, guys. You just got to keep going with it. That's the first bad breakage I've had on it, to be fair. Not happy, but yeah, it's one of them. Bit of a bump in the road there, guys, but I've sorted it, as you can see. I'm had to apply a little bit of glue. It looks a bit bleh if you look at it, I suppose, but hey, it's one of them. That crane might not be able to move, but it's not an end of the day problem, to be fair. But yeah, be very careful, guys, when you do these parts, because they're very delicate. So we're just going to put this just around there like that, but we still have the crane, that part how it looks like that. Bit of glue on my fingers. But yeah, I've just glued that piece what snapped off back on. But it still looks effective, guys. It still looks like how the crane's supposed to look. So yeah, that's that part done. So let's keep on moving. Okay then. Now, you might have to doctor this a little bit. These two pieces, 94L and K, what we're going to do is now, very little, guys, these are, so be careful you don't ping them off over you, wherever you're doing your build, because they can be very flickery about and going all over the place. What we're going to do is basically that circle has to go up here, and then you've got like a little right angle pin that has to go into the little pin we put in there, but that is going to be easier said than done, as now I've glued that. I'm not sure that's going to be as easy as that to do. So what I'm going to do, just looking, because I think these are different, you have to have them the right way. Hang on a sec, 2 seconds. So yeah, that's the one we want for the other side. So this is this side. And what I might have to do is glue them, basically, that's what I was about to say. So we'll see how we get on. So if we just test fit that first, that's going to be there like that. Yeah, that's going to be this side. So these should just push over these little lips. Easier said than done. Did say it was a fiddly one, guys, this one this week. So I think we're doing the rough ones now, the busy ones, and next week we've got easy ones for the next couple of weeks. So take it off with the smooth, don't you? And guys, a little bit of a trick here. Basically, because I've glued that bit, the little pin on this part of the crane is not going to go in because it's covered up, and plus that it's snapped. So you just go with it, guys. With model building, that's what you do. What I'm going to do is place that just there, which is roughly where it would be anyway, and then we'll just fix it with a bit of glue. It's not going to be moving. It might be actually, that might be pivoting, but hey, it's just one of them things, guys. Things happen like this with your builds. That crane probably won't be able to lift up now, but it's giving it a bit of uniqueness for me. There's nothing I can do about that now. It's one of them. Apart from ordering it again, which I don't really want to do. But there you go. Still looks cool. What I had to do is glue that part on. The other side's okay, because what's supposed to happen, that's supposed to hinge when on the build. But it's one of them, guys. Like I say, I've ordered a back issue, which I don't really want to do. Wait, or just do what I've done. But that's okay. I'm happy with that. So that was the end of instruction 5. Let's move on without waiting about instruction 6. Yeah, so that's taken us doing those 2 tie rods. Let's take us all the way to instruction 6. Those are all fitted now. A little bit of a bump in the road by having to glue them together, but hey ho, guys, it's just a very percentage of the whole build, which is not good, I know. But big breath, there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry about that, guys. It's just my bad. There's going to be a bit of uniqueness to my build. But anyway, back to the build. Instruction 7 now. We've got to fit the crane assembly onto the base just here. So basically push that onto the base like that. See, it still turns, so it's all good. And then now we've got to attach that and those two pieces together with an HP screw just underneath there, guys. Yeah, and stay tuned. Once I've attached this to the promenade deck, we then have got to do some detailing on there also. And at the end of that, I'm going to fix the other crane, hopefully without breaking that, because it needs the washer putting in. There you go, that's nice and tight. And that's how that's looking at the end of instruction 7. So without further ado, guys, let's crack on and go into instruction 8. Okay, so I've brought the deck down, the promenade deck. Now all we've got to do, guys, is fit this to it. You've got 2 big holes, pins there, and a little one. And obviously you've got 2 big holes there and a little one there. And your ladders here will be facing inwards. All it's asking to do is push it with no glue it needed. And you could just have your crane there like that. And then we've got this one over the way, which I'm going to take off. Because as you can see, if you look in there, guys, there's no washer. So what I've got to do now, but I'm not sure whether to leave it off, you know. I might just leave it. I mean, this is the washer. Just here's like a little polo. You can see there. There's no harm done, guys. I'm going to leave it because if I take all this off and my pins, the tie rods break, etc., I'm going to have a whole lot of problems. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I've decided and made a decision. I'm going to leave it, guys. I do not want to damage it anymore. So I'll just push that back in. The same way we did the other one. There you go. But I'm happy with that. Look at that, guys. You've still got the 2 cranes that move around. There we have the 2 cranes fitted. You can't go from there or twist them around like that. I think I'll put mine like that, to be fair. So that's part of instruction 9 done, putting the second crane on. Now all we've got to do is put these little fellas, which I'll just get on. Yeah, I'm not putting on, guys. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not putting that washer on. It ain't worth it. There's nothing damaged. It works. And if I take that apart, I could have 2 damaged cranes, and I do not want to do that. So these little things, which are 94i, all 94i these are, and these are called 94i, which are the columns, and we've got to basically put one there, there. So let's crack on with that. Now you just need a tiny bit of glue. I think what I'm going to do is get something to put the glue on. Let me just look about now in my studio. Yeah, because see, I don't want to put the glue on the deck because it's going to make a mark. So if I just put that there, put a tiny bit of glue on, then we'll dab it in and stick it in. That's going to be the best bet, guys. So all you got to do, you can either use tweezers or your freehand, dab a bit of glue, and carefully push into the hole, but be careful you don't snap these because they are very delicate. The columns, they can be very easy to break. So just a bit of glue. And the day I'm having at the minute with this build, that could happen. Just very fine detail, this guy's wood does make it pop. There you go. Now I would have thought it's the same on each build, but mine don't seem to be pushed in right into the deck, so I won't try and push too much pressure. Put them into the hole, make sure they're straight and lined up, not bent, and then that should be okay. Yeah, bit of a mishap there with this crane. Gutted about that really, because that's what model builders do. You want it perfect. There's nothing can be done about it, guys. It is what it is. You can't see it. And to be fair, it's going to be me personally who knows it's broke. But I think we've rectified it and fixed it in a good way, so it's all good. Right, then that is it. So that's straight. But that is it for this week's issue of the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks. Do hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe, press that bell notification, and I'll see you in the next one. And that is it, guys, for the build the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks this time. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give us a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe for more, guys, and press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel, including the Titanic. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. See you next time. Take care. See ya. Peace.